In this video, I'm going to be reacting to scenes from the movie, The Breakup. I have not seen this movie before, so this should be pretty interesting. Let's get started.
I'm gonna go do the dishes.
Cool.
The last thing any woman wants to hear when they say something like that. Cool. Come on, he has to know that.
It'd be nice if you helped me.
No problem. We'll get them a little bit later. I'm just gonna hit the streets here for a little bit.
Gary, come on.
I'm just going to hit the streets here for a little bit.
I don't want to do them later. Let's just do them now. Take 15 minutes.
Oh, honey, I am so exhausted. I just honestly want to relax for a little bit. If I could just sit here, let my food digest, and just try to enjoy the quiet for a little bit. Get some. That's what happens. And we will.
He just wants to relax, like he said, for a little bit. She wants to get the dishes done. Like she said, it's only going to take like 15 minutes. I think a lot of us probably have been in this situation maybe once or twice, and it can go both ways. Like I've been the person that wants to lay on the couch and not do the dishes. So I think, both women and men can be on either side.
Well, we can clean the dishes tomorrow.
Gary, I don't like waking up to a dirty kitchen.
Who cares?
I care, all right? I care. I busted my ass all day cleaning this house and then cooking that meal, and I worked today. It would be nice if you said thank you and helped me with the dishes.
Yeah, so it can be really tough when you feel like you're the one kind of holding everything down. The other person is not even really acknowledging that you've been doing all this work. I get where that's coming from.
Fine. I'll help you do the damn dishes.
Okay. We can already see a problem here, right? With the way that he responded. Fine, I'll help you do the damn dishes. Like, I guess as a female, if I were in this scenario, that would probably irritate me. I imagine she's going to get irritated. So let's see.
Oh, come on. You know what? No, that's not what I want.
You just said that you want me to help you do the dishes.
I want you to want to do the dishes.
Why would I want to do dishes?
Okay. So I want you to want to help me do the dishes. You don't want someone to do something like this because they feel obligated to, right? She wants him to want to support her and be helpful. So this is funny because it's just so relatable, right?
Why?
See, that's my whole point.
Let me see if I'm following this. Are you telling me that you're upset because I don't have a strong desire to clean dishes?
No, I'm upset because you don't have a strong desire to offer to do the dishes.
I just did.
After I asked you.
Jesus, Brooke, you're acting crazy.
Oh boy. Okay, so already we're starting with the insults. He's calling her crazy. Obviously, when people are in an argument, things get heated. Sometimes we say things that we don't necessarily mean, but it's not that she's crazy. It's just that he's not hearing what she's saying. So we'll see what happens.
Don't you call me crazy. I am not crazy.
I didn't call you crazy.
Just
I didn't
did.
call you crazy. No, I didn't. I said you're acting crazy.
You know what, Gary? I asked you to do one thing today, one very simple thing, to bring me 12 lemons, and you brought me 3.
God damn it. If I knew that it was going to be this much trouble, I would have brought home 24 lemons. Even 100 lemons. I know what I wish? I wish everyone that was at that goddamn table had their own little private bag of lemons.
Gary, it's not about the lemons.
Well, that's all you're talking about.
Okay. Again, sometimes men take things literally, or anyone, I shouldn't just say men, but people take things literally. So he is thinking that she's actually upset about number of lemons when I would dare to say that she's probably just upset that he wasn't listening to what she was asking for. She was asking for a certain number of lemons. He brought her back the completely wrong number. I think she said she asked for 12 and he brought her 3, which, if you're trying to make something and you need a certain amount and then that's not what you get, it's aggravating. But obviously this is a lot of a breakdown in miscommunication, but this is also just a lot of stuff that's kind of been bottled up probably within Jennifer Aniston's character. And now it's all coming to the surface.
Just saying it'd be nice if you did things that I asked. It would be even nicer if you did things without me having to ask you.
Well, I do seem to remember doing something for you this morning without you asking.
Gary, come on.
What? I'm
You know what?
serious.
No, I'm serious. I really am. Come on, you knew I was working today and I made that meal, and you could have thought to yourself, you know what, you could have said, I think I'm going to get Brooke some flowers.
Okay, so this is interesting because she's getting upset because he didn't think to get her flowers or think to show his appreciation, which can be frustrating, but I think sometimes it's also okay to just tell somebody what you want or what you need. No, a lot of times, most times it's okay to do that. You should do that. It makes things a little bit easier. So again, just, communication.
You said on our very first date that you don't like flowers, that they're a waste of money.
I actually say this too. I don't really particularly like flowers because they die quick. They're beautiful, but they die really quickly. But she says every girl likes flowers, which we do. I mean, I think most of us do, but you can't really be mad at him for not getting you flowers if you said you don't like them.
You say that you don't like flowers. I'm supposed to take that to mean that you do like flowers?
No, this is not about, you're not getting it. You're not getting this, Gary. Okay, it's not about the lemons. It's not about the flowers. It's not about the dishes. It's just, how many times do I have to drop hints about the ballet?
You know I can't stay. Brooke, come here. We talked about the damn ballet. I hate the goddamn ballet. You got a bunch of dudes in tights flopping around for 3 hours like a medieval techno show. It's a nightmare. I sit there in the sweat. The whole thing. I do. When the hell's the goddamn nightmare gonna end?
It's really good to have different interests, right? She likes the ballet. Obviously, he doesn't. But, in relationships, it's good to compromise sometimes, like, doing something that your partner really likes to do, even if it's something that you're not really into, and vice versa. You're doing it because you know that they enjoy it, and you're just making an effort to, it doesn't have to be a horrible time. You don't have to sit there and be miserable the whole time. You can, look for things that you enjoy, but it's with any relationship, right? It's just like a give and take.
Go to a damn ballet.
It's not about you loving the ballet, Gary. It's about the person that you love loves the ballet, and you want to spend time with that person.
Not when they're at the ballet?
Okay, forget the ballet. Forget the ballet. We don't go anywhere together.
We just went to Ann Arbor together.
To Ann Arbor. To the Michigan Notre Dame game.
Okay, so obviously she's looking to spend more time with him and do things together. And that can be frustrating, but that's also something that you can verbalize. Just tell the person I want to spend time with you. I want to do something together. So, and I don't know, I haven't seen the entire movie, so maybe she did tell him that.
Screaming drunk kids and leprechauns doing backflips. That's fun. That's fun for me. Come on, man. I did that for you. How do you show up for me?
I'm up on the bus every goddamn day for you.
Come on.
I'm busting my ass to be the best tour guide in the damn city so I can make enough money to support both of us, and hopefully you won't have to work one day.
This is really interesting, especially right now, because I'm learning about this whole feminine, masculine polarity thing. In his mind, he's doing everything that he's supposed to be doing because he's working really hard to provide, and he has this vision of being able to provide for the both of them eventually so that she won't have to work. And I think sometimes men do have these plans going on in their own mind, but they just don't verbalize it. So yeah, it's just really interesting that some men have this mindset, they think this way, but we as women just don't really understand it. Again, it's just it's always communication. I feel like it really just comes down to communication. So I can see why he's sort of getting defensive now, because in his mind, he's like, but I do all of these things for you, for us. So it makes a lot of sense.
Want to work.
All I ask, Brooke, is that you show a little bit of appreciation. That I just get 20 minutes to relax when I come home instead of being attacked with questions and nag the whole damn time.
You think that I nag you?
That's all you do. All you do is nag me. The bathroom's a mess.
Okay. Now we're exploding, which can happen sometimes if you have a bunch of feelings and you're not sharing it with your partner and you're letting it all fester inside. This is where the anger comes out. So I feel like this is going to get much worse. We'll see.
Your belt doesn't match. Hey, Gary, you should probably go work out. Nothing I ever do is ever good enough. I just want to be left the hell alone.
Really? Is that what you want, Gary? Is that what you want?
Yeah.
That's what you want?
Yeah.
Fine, great. Do whatever the hell you want. You leave your socks all over this house, dress like a pig, play your stupid ass video game. I don't care. I'm done.
Yeah, so that comment obviously hit her pretty hard. I would say be careful throwing that out there, like that you're done, that you're leaving, whatever. I say that from personal experience because when I used to, like, I would get to this point and then I would say stuff like that and then realize, you know, an hour later that I didn't really mean it, and that definitely wears on the other person. So just be careful if you're gonna throw something like that out there. It's really easy to react based off of your emotions, right? We say stuff and we don't mean it. If you're ever getting like this fired up, I would say just take a deep breath, take a break, walk away. It's hard. It's really hard to do it in the moment, but I think if we can kind of think about it ahead of time and get ahead of these situations, it can help a little bit.
I really do not deserve this. I deserve somebody who gives a shit. I'm not spending one more second of this life with some inconsiderate prick. You're a prick.
You up?
Yeah.
She's sitting right there.
You okay?
I'm fine.
The classic. I'm fine. We're usually not fine, but we're not going to tell you because we're upset or aggravated.
Sure?
What's up? What do you want?
I just want to say I'm sorry that I missed the concert, and let me know what that ticket costs. I'll pay you back for it.
Yeah, I feel like he thinks he's being helpful by saying that. In her mind, that's probably not what she was looking for, I'm gonna guess.
Just leave me alone, Gary.
Yep, I think I was right.
I planned on going to the concert. It's just I stopped by Johnny O.
It doesn't fucking matter, okay? Would you just leave my room and shut the door?
Jesus.
Please.
I didn't really know that the concert mattered all that much to you.
Exactly.
Here we go again. I feel like this is what like they broke up about in the first place. Like she wanted him to listen more and care more and like want to spend time with her. So not really sure why we're in this scenario again.
On a second here, let me talk for a second. Brooke, you broke up with me.
Okay, that's also true. I'm guessing like they broke up and they were trying to work things out maybe and they were supposed to do something together. I guess, yeah, it seems like that's what's going on. I don't know. Tell me in the comments. I'm not sure.
And you have guys coming over here for dates and all of a sudden you ask me to go to some concert.
Oh, whoa. What? She's got guys coming over for dates and then she asks him to go to a concert. Yeah, I could see how that would be very confusing for a guy. Absolutely. Yeah, weird.
I mean, I just figured that, you know,
Gary. I don't know how we got here.
The look on his face. I don't know why that made me laugh so bad. He looks like he's just completely confused. And yeah, I guess that's some like good acting on Vince Vaughn's part. Although he is a man too in real life. He just looks like utterly confused.
Entire relationship. I've gone above and beyond for you, for us. And I mean, I've cooked. I've picked your shit up off the floor. I've laid your clothes out for you like you were a 4-year-old. I support you. I supported you, your work.
I'm not saying she did anything wrong here, but I think it's important that when you're in a relationship with somebody, obviously, you know, it's expected that you support them and you're there for them and all of those things, but you're also not their mother. A lot of times in relationships as women, we take on this support person role, and then we also think that includes like having to do these things like lay out the clothes and cooking for them and cleaning up after them. And there has to be like reciprocation, I guess. So obviously it just sounds like she was doing a lot of these things and not getting a lot in return. But if you feel like you have to mother somebody, it's kind of a red flag. I think if you are fairly independent and secure and you can take care of yourself and, you know, manage your own home, apartment, whatever, then the person that you're with should also be able to do that. We shouldn't be playing mommy.
If we ever had dinner, or anything. I make the plans. I take care of everything. And I just don't feel like you appreciate any of it. I don't feel you appreciate me. And all I want is for you to just show me that you care.
Why don't you just say that to me?
Yeah, so again, communication. But it's like, why should she have to tell you? You know, it's the doing of the things that should elicit appreciation from him. That's just my opinion.
Gary, I've tried.
Yeah, but never like that.
So he's obviously like feeling bad that she's so upset, and he really is like taking to heart what she's saying. You can see it in his face.
You might have said some things that you meant to imply that, Brooke, but I'm not a mind reader.
That's fair.
It wouldn't matter. You are who you are. Just leave me alone, okay? Right now, just shut my door.
Listen.
All right, Gary, just leave the room.
Listen to me.
Gary, I don't want to be near you right now.
I
Please,
just
shut the door. Please.
I mean, she did kind of say what she wanted to say, so I don't know. I think it might be worth hearing what Gary has to say. Yeah, she's just like stressed beyond belief, and I think sometimes as women we get to this point and we're just like, nothing that's said in this particular moment is going to really mean anything just because we're so emotional. So yeah, but great acting, Jennifer Aniston. This is really good. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but I was like a big theater nerd growing up, and I love acting. So I always get very moved and invested in certain performances. This is very, very good.